Welcome to our Two Posh podcast. I'm Gabrielle. I'm here with my co-host Marcella.
Hello.
And our Cruz.
Hello.
And Miss Polly.
Hello.
And amazing Spider.
Hello.
And we are doing a part 2 with Alex TinyB, who is
Tiny dancer.
Tiny dancer, everyone's favorite hip hop dancer. We had a great first show with Alex TinyB. She is a family member of ours that will forever live on with. We have a lot of fun memories from our days in the dance studio, and she has evolved greatly since that time. And if you want to listen to the show before, she is an incredible dancer and singer, songwriter, artist, all of the above. And
Selena.
Yeah, Selena fan.
Selena.
And she has actually, this show is going to be all about the new venture she created, which I find it unbelievable, is she created she's the founder of the Lonestar Dancers.
Yes.
And then we want to know a little bit about her love life. But tell us about, how did you even think about this? How did it come about? How did you go there?
Idea.
I mean, it's
Genius.
incredible.
Yeah, it was all timing. So I judged Miami Dolphin cheerleader tryouts.
Oh.
How'd that happen?
Yeah.
It was, I don't know. It just happened.
Okay.
And I just got asked and I flew out there. And so I love Miami culture and I love like everything that sports and entertainment does because they're not conservative, you know, it's like.
Right.
And their baseball team, the Miami Marlins, have a dance team called the Mermaids. And they actually like dance. So cheerleading in baseball is not anything that's new. It's happened. Minor league teams do it, especially in like other countries like Mexico, the Dominican Republic, Venezuela. Everyone has them. Texas, the Astros have girls, but I don't know if they dance. And I saw that when I went out there and I was just like, I just fell in love because baseball is.
You are loved.
I love baseball. Like,
she might
baseball.
love baseball more than Selena.
I love baseball. My great grandpa was professional. My grandpa was professional. My brother just signed with South Carolina yesterday.
Did he really?
Awesome.
Yeah,
Oh my
congratulations.
goodness.
Oh, congratulations.
Yesterday. Yeah. And then
Your boyfriend.
my boyfriend plays baseball. So
Where does he play?
he's in the minor league. So right now he's in Iowa. Somewhere random. They're all over. But so I just love baseball.
Mm-hmm.
In the cornfield. So I just love baseball and I'm a huge Rangers fan. And I saw that they had girls, but they weren't. And I feel like I can say this at this point because I think they all know, you know, where I stand. And we'll get into that. It just wasn't entertaining enough for me. And then on top of that, at this time when all this was circulating and the idea was coming, the Maverick dancers were cut.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And so without that, the only thing left in Dallas was DCC.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys didn't you have, what's her name on the show?
Vivian.
Vivian. Like, it's hard. And it's hard for Hispanic
Jordan,
women
too.
and it's hard for women of color, et cetera, for it to be, you know, let's just be honest. And so Miami is very cultured. And I wanted to, at the time, because I was like, well, where are these girls going to dance that don't make DCC? If, you know, they usually try out for Mavs and there's no Mavs. Like, where they don't make stars, like, where are they going to go? And then Texas Live built their entertainment district with Rangers. And
So Texas Live is I love it so much.
Yeah.
I wish it was closer. It's have you been there?
Yes,
It
I
is
have.
this amazing restaurant.
It's like a courtyard.
Yeah.
type.
Courtyard.
it's just
Yeah.
a big
like a
entertainment
fancy
thing.
food court in a mall.
Fancy food court. Yes, that's a great description. And what I think is so cool that when you watch like the Dallas Cowboys play, they have everything in there.
Yeah.
They do the sirens. They do the
It's literally for people who don't want to spend money on going to the game, or two, just
can't get tickets.
They can't get tickets.
But I think it's more fun.
It is
we
more
had
fun.
tickets one time, and we were at Texas Live before the game started, and then we went
that's
there.
right.
Yeah.
And then we went back because it's way
It's
more fun
fun.
in Texas Live than in the stadium.
It's
actually.
fun.
My opinion.
It's super fun. I love it too. I always tell my family to go. But they built this thing and it's all brand new and they were only a year old and everything that their marketing is affiliated with is Rangers. And so I thought, what a good idea. You know, Cowboys have everything. They have a drum line, they have a hip hop team, they have the cheerleaders, they have the kids crew, they have everything. I was like, they don't have anything for baseball but the girls on the dugouts that do the flags and they don't dance.
Oh, wow.
So I had this idea and I saw Miami and I kind of just like wrote it all down, took pictures of their uniforms, printed them out, and I walked into Texas Live and I met their marketing manager like unexpectedly. Like I was actually in there with my little brother, the one that just signed. We were in Baseballism, which is a store, and I DM'd him and I was like, hey, I have this idea if you're interested, you know. Well, he DM'd me back immediately, and he's like, when can we meet? I was like, well, I'm here right now on Baseballism. He was like, no
Funny
way.
enough.
Yeah, he was like, well, I'll come downstairs. So he came downstairs, and then, I mean, he set up the meeting, and it just went from there. And
unbelievable.
now we're here. This is really our first real season because we were debuted in August of 2019, and then COVID last year.
Right.
So this is kind of like our first thing, but I mean, it just kind of happened.
So I see them dancing at Texas Live. So are they the Ranger? Like what are they? Are they everywhere?
We're more Texas Live than anything. And this is where it gets because my goal was to be at Ranger Stadium, but also Texas is so conservative.
Yes.
And baseball in Texas is more conservative. So their audience is 50, 60, 70-year-old white men.
Oh, wow.
Who
I didn't know that.
they're not, you know, and the people in the office, they're not.
That would be like the...
Yeah, for sure.
They're not into that.
No?
They're wearing their Bible thumpers on their belt.
Yeah. So it was
While they're
kind of like
Pornhub.
while they're watching cheerleader and toothpiece. No, they're just not. I mean, it's 50-50. It was like 50-50. And so Texas Live is my safety net, is what I like to say, because my goal is to still be at Ranger Stadium. But I love the platform they've given me because they're less strict than if we were part of like an actual team. So we get to do pregame, we get to dance, we get to go outside in front of the stadium, take pictures with fans, perform outside, wear the same colors, wear the same logo. We just don't really go and dance on the dugout. The 6 shooters do that. There was a lot of drama because they never wore boots or anything in the past 20 years that they've had those girls, and recently they're wearing kind of similar to what we're wearing, and so I kind of called them out on it, corporate or not. Like, I stand for what I've worked for and stuff, so it was kind of like I got the whole like, we don't want East Coast West Coast beef is what they said, because we're like, you know,
competing.
And I was like, I mean, there's really no competition. Like, my girls dance, like it's pro team, like it's completely different, but my girls are really respected. We have an Instagram. I mean, Ranger fans love the girls, and the thing I love about it now, even more so, is like it's not so much Rangers, because even during like football season, they ask the girls to come out, and when it's halftime at Cowboys Stadium, my girls still dance halftime at Texas Live because the stage rises and stuff like that. So it's just the girls get paid, and they get paid hourly, which is more than what some pro teams make.
I was gonna say it's probably more than DCC.
Probably more than DCC
So
makes.
my girls clock in like a waitress, and I mean, it's just I don't really want to leave Texas Live. Even if Rangers came to me and was like, hey, we want your girls now, I'm at the point now where I'm like, I'm okay with just doing promotional stuff outside.
Well, it's kind of cool though, because you can do both. You can do Cowboys and
I mean,
But
we do
even
everything.
other sports, right?
Yeah,
I
we
mean,
do
Texas
everything.
Live they
have everything.
fights. They have all kinds of stuff.
We did a fight. We did the Canelo and Sanders fight.
Sounds like you got the better deal.
I did,
Sounds
and
like it.
that's how I look at it. Because even Sanders, he was. I mean, the week before he fought, he was just walking around Texas Live, and he wanted a picture with my girls. And it's like, if we were inside the stadium, we wouldn't have these opportunities. So at the end of it all, I know some girls quit my team because they were like, well, I thought we were going to be in the stadium, and I thought we were going to be on the dugout. And I'm like, well, it takes time. It's still new. But also, I'm at the point where I'm like, I'm happy where I'm at.
Right.
I love the CEO. I love the marketing manager. I love everything. So
And that counts for a lot.
Oh,
Yeah.
a lot.
That counts for a lot.
So I'm just kind of like, I'm at peace.
Yeah.
You know, I had the idea and I had an idea, but it went a different route.
But
and
I
I'm
think
still
it's
happy with
like
it.
he said, you
Yeah.
have the better
Yeah.
deal.
Better
So,
end of the deal.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
So-
even if like the soccer world, what is that called? World Cup or something? I
Mhm.
mean, they'll show that too.
Yeah.
You can do that for all the sports.
Yeah.
That's great.
So, I mean,
And
Did
they're
they
not
have like
as
another football league in the other state?
they did. I don't know if they're still having it or not. The XFL.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was trying to get that team too.
Where
Because I was
you-
going to use my girls. I was
Yeah.
just going to be like, hey, just pay Texas Live. We'll go over there.
You're
I
right.
mean, they got to do something with that.
Yeah. But I mean, yeah, I think I got the better end of the deal now, and I'm happy. And we have events. I mean, we're busy every weekend, so I'm
So do you audition them, or
I
how does that
audition
work?
them.
Yeah.
How many girls?
So my first year, when it was like an idea and we kind of had like a trial team, I only had like 15 girls audition, and I took 13. And then as it got serious and they realized, oh, this is not a hip hop crew. Like she's
Right.
doing like cheer, like NFL, NBA style.
Mhm.
I'm not into this. I lost like half my team.
No way.
Yeah.
What?
Oh.
Because they saw my name on it. So they thought we were going to be like straight hip hop. But I was doing
Oh.
like, you know,
the hair
cheer-
whipping.
yeah, the hair whipping, the
I
sexy
mean, you
stuff.
know how to teach anything.
Yeah, I could do
actually.
both styles.
Yeah.
And so they weren't, some girls were just like not having it. So then I was just pulling girls in, you know, doing private auditions, like, come to my class. And then from there, we had like just these little wise men uniforms. And then it wasn't until like we started doing more performances, and then we got Tequila Sheila, which is, I was going to bring her tequila. That's what I was talking about, because she's my sponsor.
Oh.
And she's a woman-owned tequila brand. And she owns a bar outside of Texas Live.
Two out of the things that I love.
Yes.
Tequila and women.
Yes.
There you go.
And she's just as little as I am, and
God,
she's so
that's awesome.
feisty. But so she bought our uniforms, and then after that, the second tryout was like tons of girls, and I got girls that didn't make DCC or didn't make their hip hop team, didn't make stars, didn't
Yeah.
make. So I started getting like those kind of girls, and so I was like, oh, this is real. Like I'm getting, you know,
Getting some action.
yeah.
Yeah.
And now my team is like,
Getting some talent.
they're really good.
So what would be like a season for you? Like, are you go to base like after that?
So it's a year round.
Right.
But see, the thing with my team is, and another thing why girls love it is because I'm not like what you see on the show. I'm not gonna do all that. Like,
Or like what show? The DCC
Yeah.
show. Oh, okay.
yeah, like I'm not gonna.
Too fat.
You're
Change
fat.
your hair.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna make you drastic changes, things like that. I don't
Not
need to
gonna-
do boot camp. It's like I see you that day. Either I want you right there or I don't.
Yeah.
One audition, 2 hours. That's it. And you're on the team. But also because it's year round, I do let girls audition for other teams, and they can leave if they want. But I have to know about it.
Do they? What are your biggest challenges to make sure that they respect you?
I feel like I haven't had any disrespect. Just the first season, I kind of had girls on the team, and then they went and auditioned for something else and didn't tell me. And that's kind of why I made that like rule, because I can't expect to keep someone on the team for a year. Unlike other teams are seasons, so it makes sense.
Right.
So now it's just kind of like from day one, from auditions, it's like I set the tone, and now I'm like, okay, you guys are at a different level. Like I expect this and that, you know. But I honestly, I don't get any disrespect from them. And it's weird because a lot of us are around the same age.
Right.
Like I have a girl that's on my team that's older than me. She's like 32. She came from Ashley's team.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just, you know, but the first year was hard. And I think that's why a lot of girls left, because they thought it was going to be me outside of that world. Like, oh, she's cool, she's fun, she's not going to be strict. But there I was like, tat, 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 tat. And then
It's
they
a
weren't.
different animal.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
have to be.
And I had to learn the world because, like I said, I never was on a pro team.
Right.
Never. I just kind of had the idea and just went for it. And so a lot of girls that were on pro teams that tried out thought they could overstep me and tell me how to run my team because they were on teams. So that's why a lot of that first year was like toxic.
Yeah.
And then it just got better. And now I love this team.
You just have established.
Yeah, now it's like it
Who you
makes
are.
sense.
Yeah.
And the girls
You're
are
the
just
director, and that's it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and it's fun.
I love it.
But it's I see it, like I told the girls, I see it being huge in the next 5 years, and I'll say this on here because I really don't care, but I've told them I will put you guys up against the DCC dancer in a class and you'll outdance her.
I mean, it's a
wouldn't be
genius
surprised.
idea.
Yeah.
It's a genius idea.
I mean, my girls are strong dancers, and I probably pick them for different reasons than they would. I'm about looks
Well,
too.
they're
but
looking for a type.
it's like
a
I have a
specific
type,
type.
but also like I would rather have a talented type
Right.
and work and help her
Yeah.
and mold her into something than get someone that can't dance at all just because she's hot.
Yeah.
It's better that way anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it used to be like that. I don't know. It really kind of changed. I mean, when I was dancing for Mavericks, I mean, we were dancing.
Yeah,
We were
but
not
that's why I asked for that video
Yeah,
because
I give
it's
it to
like they don't
It changed.
It changed.
Yeah.
It's not like that anymore.
No.
Yeah. It's not just jumping around looking pretty, which is kind of where it's gone a little bit.
I
but
think so.
you got to be like, dancing
Yeah.
is more entertaining anyway. So I think then you win
Yeah,
at the end of the day.
because it's easy to fix someone's hair and teach them how to do their makeup.
Mhm.
And that I've had girls that I've had to do that with, but they're so good and their kicks are past their ear, and they're telling me they didn't make a team because the way they looked. And I'm like, okay, well, come next door. I got you. And then they're there, and then they don't want to leave because they love it. They're like,
Yeah.
oh, well, this is fun. Like, it's not as strict. I can still have a personal life, but I'm still on a pro team. Like,
And
I'm coming
get
back.
Paid more.
And I get paid by the
Yeah,
hour.
that's crazy.
Mhm.
So,
Good
Very,
insight.
very
happened.
crazy, unbelievable.
I mean, I
Yeah.
feel this is something that you can take to every single state and just like
Yeah.
duplicate it.
No
you know?
kidding.
Yeah.
No kidding.
I would love to.
I mean, I think every stadium probably has some sort of Texas Live kind of entertainment.
Yeah, they do.
around
They have
it,
a
you
couple
know?
of lives in like Philadelphia and Atlanta.
And especially if it's a live, then you're already in
Yeah,
with
no
the
kidding.
corporate,
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
You can just franchise yourself and
Yeah.
your
That's the
thought
plan.
process.
That's
I mean,
the plan.
It's genius.
Yay.
So,
Genius.
Great.
we'll see what happens.
It's kind of like the Jabberwockies, you know, how they're all over
Yeah.
the place. And it started with like, 8 people, and now there's like
Yeah.
1,000 of them, and they're
Yeah.
all over the place. And
Yeah.
That's
I mean-
true.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, it was just an idea, and I'm still taken back by it sometimes. Like, I have to do stuff, and I'm like, ugh,
it's genius.
to
I
have
was,
to, but yeah, I do because I started it. Like,
Yeah.
nobody else to do it. So,
I was creeping on your
It's
social
your
media
beast
last night. And I was
now.
like, wow, like it really is. Because, I do a few of the girls that were dancing with the Mavs. And I mean, it was really heartbreaking to see them because, that was like their life. That was, I mean, they were so dedicated,
Yeah.
And then when everything just kind of crashed. And I mean, it's like when you put yourself out there so much and you feel like that's a part of you, and
Yeah.
it just gets taken away for, I feel is stupid reasons.
So
Yeah.
stupid.
You
No,
know?
we
And
all
I-
feel.
and I will
stupid
say
reasons.
that honestly, every girl on my team now is on my team. Didn't make any teams in Dallas,
Wow.
so it's like I'm the person that in the kickball tournament that takes the last. And then they blossom, and then
And they're
other
better
teams
than
want
the
them
others.
because one of my girls is now on another team after she was a Lone Star for 2 years. So it's after she didn't make a team for 2 years, and then she was on Lone Stars, and now she's on another team. Which she was like, the grass isn't greener on the other side. And I was like, I
but
can't
it's
help
cool. You
but
can't stop growth, and you're
It's
always
cool.
kind of building other people.
yeah.
And
So that's what I enjoy
I mean,
about
I,
it.
I feel you on that. I have assistants and I grow them, and then some of them stay with me. Some of them move on to other salons. Some of them make their own salons.
Yeah.
And you can't stop growth, and you just have to accept it and just constantly, be
Mhm.
building your soldiers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's awesome.
Thank you.
It's been
Incredible.
really
You can
cool.
choreograph for
I
us.
want, I'll do it anytime.
I would love to. I had Ashley.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So
I-
we'll find a
saw
date that you
Yeah.
can come.
I love it.
And that's so cool too that you're open about that, that
Yeah.
you're just like inviting. And I mean,
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of it's like so competitive that,
Yeah. I'm
that doesn't
definitely
really
not.
happen.
Yeah.
It's better. It always starts from the top. So if you're this way, I think that's why the team then goes that way. You with your salon,
Mhm.
if you're that way, it's that way. That's how we tried to be with
Yeah.
Prestige. Like, I only want to be in a positive environment, and I want everybody to grow around me.
I don't want it to be toxic.
No, whether they leave or not, I just can't be in a toxic environment.
Yeah.
And that's
you
what I
feel
told
it.
them too. I said, I don't care if you audition for another team because we're year round. I said, just tell me, because if you don't make it, I'm gonna take you back.
Right.
Like if you leave in the middle of the season and you don't make it, because this did happen, you didn't make this team, you can come back to Lone Stars because you made it here. Like, you know, but you tried to go spread your wings and it didn't work out. Come back. But if you don't tell me and you're doing stuff on the sly, then I can't trust you.
Yeah.
So that's why I tell the girls, I don't care what you do, just tell me. Communication.
Just straight up.
Yeah.
You always have a spot here.
Yeah.
I think that's awesome.
Yeah.
But it's good that you put it out there, you know, because I mean, a lot of them, you know, teams wouldn't let you do that.
No, they
No.
don't. No.
And they're probably used to it.
There's some
They're
teams where you
scared,
can't even
know?
record yourself taking class, and I just can't do that.
What?
Yeah.
When you like record yourself in
Like I had a
class?
girl take my class, and I was like, "Can I film you?" Because she killed it, and she was like, "I can't, my contract." And I was like, "All right."
Wow.
Like, no, get it. I think that's just ridiculous.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's silly.
Yeah.
Well,
Man.
now let's go to your love life. What's going on?
Well, she said she has a boyfriend.
I know.
do. After like,
And he's a baseball player.
and he's a baseball player.
A big booty.
How long has this been going on?
A year now.
Are you in love?
Yes.
Oh, that's exciting.
It's so
Is
weird
he?
because I'm like,
Is he in love?
I would like to think so. It's so crazy because I've always been so wild.
Yeah. I know that.
So, and I've known to date other athletes, but it's different with him. So
Yeah.
Keeps
And-
your ass in check.
he does. And
How'd you meet him?
Instagram.
Oh, really?
Oh, this seems to be a
everybody's
trend.
meeting on Instagram.
Yeah. Instagram.
What
But
is
does
up
he live
with
here?
that?
Or did he
I
live
don't
here?
know.
So he does live here. His family lives in Mesquite, his mom and dad.
Okay.
But he went to school in Kansas and he did his own thing, and his dad's sick.
Okay.
So he moved back and he's kind of here. We live together now.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
But it's weird because he's gone for season, and when you date a baseball player, they're gone from March to October.
Got
So
it.
it's- Does he really live? But it's like, yeah.
Sometimes.
So
Enough is
he's
there.
Yeah.
from here, which that's what made it work, I guess.
Got
But it
it.
was like an Instagram thing.
So do you go see him when he's out of town?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I've gone to Cincinnati and watched him play, and yeah, I like to go. I don't like to be those baseball girlfriends that just like give up their whole career and life to follow them around and start a blog.
Yeah, I would hate that.
Oh,
Yeah.
is that a thing?
It's a
It
thing.
is,
Oh, I did
apparently.
not know.
It's a thing.
I was just going to say
It's
that.
a thing,
It's-
and I'm not doing that.
It's probably good that y'all have, you know, separate
Mm-hmm.
Interests
lives
and
because I mean,
lives.
you seem really
Yeah.
busy, you
Yeah.
know, and to
I mean, he's playing right now, like literally right now. And usually I'd watch the game, but I'm like, I have to do a podcast. I want to watch a game. And he's like, I'm proud of you, babe. So it's like,
That's
it's nice.
Yeah,
love and
that's good.
support. I mean,
Yeah.
that's all
Yeah.
you can ask for, you know.
Yeah.
But I
exactly.
have seen some girls that, I mean, literally just, I mean, they just give up everything to follow them. And I'm like, it's not that serious. It's not. And I hate that for them, but that's what they want to do. And I already told them from day one, I'm like, I'm not going to be that baseball wife.
But I
Sorry.
feel too that sometimes they don't really have anything to give up. They're just like,
Yeah,
they have nothing else
exactly.
to do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have something.
I have a lot to do.
They
Yeah.
have a lot.
You
But
have
yeah.
a life outside of that, a career. That's
Yeah.
good.
And so does he, so it
Mhm.
works. You know, y'all are
Yeah.
both busy and, you know, y'all make time for each
and
other.
we both don't have kids.
Yeah.
So we're
Mhm.
we're in
Got your
the,
own things going on,
Yeah.
but it makes your time together better too.
yeah, it's nice.
Well, that's good.
I know.
Congratulations
for
on
you.
all that.
Thanks. We'll see what happens.
It'll probably be great.
So
Yeah.
a whole year.
Yeah, it's fresh, but it's like I feel like we're at that age where it's just kind of like,
But it's been a whole year and it's like a lot of time apart. So
yeah.
feels like you get
Yeah,
to know each
probably not
other
less
a
than a
lot
year.
on the phone.
And I think that's why we
you
kind of
know,
agreed
and-
to live with each other. Because it was like, if we didn't live together, then it would be really pointless.
Y'all
Because
talk a
We
lot.
wouldn't be able to see each other.
Y'all
Mhm.
communicate a lot and get to know each other.
Mhm.
And that's, I feel that's a big deal,
Yeah.
you know? A lot of
Lots
people
of
rush into
FaceTime.
stuff.
Lots
and
of
they don't-
FaceTime and other things.
A lot of people rush into stuff and they don't really get to know each
Yeah.
other. And
Yeah.
then, you know, that's
The
why
problem.
shit happens.
Yeah. And that's why you're taking your stuff back.
Yeah, that's when we were like in the early phases, and then I was like, fine, I'll just take your stuff back. And I did.
Get in the truck.
Yeah.
And then
Made a mistake.
Yeah.
It worked out though.
Yeah, it did.
Good.
So weird.
Good.
Alex, do you have anything else that you want to say?
Come on, give us some juice. Spill the tea.
Are you sing? Or do you have a new song coming out or anything?
I'm working on new music. I'm putting out a country record.
No
Country
way.
record.
Yeah.
Wow.
I wrote a country record for my grandpa who just passed.
Oh, yeah, you were so close with him.
In November of ALS.
Wow.
Oh, man, I'm sorry.
So
Heart disease. How long did he have it?
he was diagnosed in June and passed in November.
No.
Wow, that was so quick.
Yeah, and
This is your grandpa in the cowboy hat all the time? No way.
And I spent my Thanksgiving with him last year at the VA in New Mexico, and they told him nothing was wrong with him, which is why I hate the VA. And I've made it very vocal on my platforms. Like the doctors are horrible.
Yes.
They are.
They're horrible.
Not gonna lie.
Like, I mean,
They suck.
they suck. And
Bad.
then, I mean, because I went home during quarantine because I was there for spring break, and then I kind of got stuck there because we didn't know how serious it was, so we were just kind of scared.
Right.
And so at that time, he was swinging a baseball bat and riding scooters in his cowboy boots.
Oh.
And that was like March,
Right.
April, May. And then he started to lose mobility in his arm. So then we went back, blah, blah, blah. They diagnosed him in, I think it was like April, June. And then he passed when I was home during Thanksgiving break this past year. So
I'm so sorry.
It's
That's
been-
so
yeah,
fast.
so sorry.
And he was my dancing partner. He introduced me to country music. So his dream was for me to always have a country or Tejano record because he loves Tejano music and country. And so I recorded this country record, and I'm not going to be a country artist, but I am going to put it out. And I've sent it to multiple country artists that I know just to get their opinion. And because I'm from West Texas, they were like, oh, your voice fits. It's so beautiful. And I sang it live on my on my Facebook Live. And I got more love on that than I did any of my pop music.
No way.
So
Maybe that's where
I'm
you're
like, maybe this is
supposed to go.
maybe I'm going to be a country artist in the next month. I don't know.
Your
But
grandpa.
I'm going to put it
Yeah.
out soon. And then after that, I'll go back to my normal.
But maybe that's
Pop
what you're
music.
supposed to do.
Yeah.
But it's really, I mean, it's not finished, but it's because it's hard to record it because his voicemails are on there.
Oh.
And I have his voicemails that he left me before a show before.
Oh
my God.
So I played it, and then I go into the song, and it's very personal.
Yeah.
Talks about him and how he would dress because he was very popular back home. And so that's like, it's been taking a minute to get it done, but
course.
it's
But that's so important. You
that's
can't
very
leave that
cool.
out.
Yeah. So
That's
that's
awesome.
what
So
I have.
cool.
Just that, and that's pretty much it. And then I'll work on everything else later.
It's a beautiful homage to your
Yeah.
father.
No kidding.
Yeah.
That's
So-
really nice.
Mm-hmm. Crazy cowboy. He is crazy.
Aw.
He is crazy.
I think we need to go to Party with Miss Polly.
Yeah.
It's time to party with Miss Polly. The modern day
Miss Polly.
Yes. So
tell
let's
us.
talk about some sex myths.
All right.
What?
Myths.
Sex
Myth.
myths.
Oh.
Things that people think are true, but alas, they may not be.
Okay.
Or are they? So, speaking of, let's talk about athletic performance since we've been talking about sports. How does sex affect athletic performance? You know, it seems intuitive, doesn't it, that engaging in exercise that might be somewhat demanding, such as sex, will decrease your stamina. So you probably shouldn't play at that game right before running an important marathon, or you know how some people are really superstitious, especially in baseball. I feel that,
Yeah, we
you know, I'm not going to change my socks, or you know how that thing, or don't have sex before a game because
I've heard
it
that.
takes all your energy.
Yeah.
But still, that if athletes are too anxious and restless the night before an event, then sex may have a relaxing distraction And if they're already relaxed, or like some athletes have little interest in sex the night before a big competition, then maybe they should just have a good night's sleep. But it could also just be, it's okay. It won't drain you. I promise.
I have to disagree with that. I feel that it's a release of energy, and energy is not created or destroyed. It's transferred. So you release that energy and it goes somewhere else.
I had to learn to not take it personal because, sorry, I'm about to put my personal business out there.
That's what it's for.
Okay. We won't have sex if he's pitching that day.
Because he's superstitious?
No, it just takes out a lot.
Oh, okay.
So,
but for the night before.
But yeah, the night before. But it's like, especially it sucks like if I'm visiting him and I'm like in the hotel and I'm like, I want to get it in before you go to the stadium. We won't. And it's taking me a while to learn that because I used to take it personal. Like I used to think something was wrong with me until he had to explain like night before is cool. But if I'm pitching, like I have to release that into my arm because he's a pitcher. So
I think it's true. I think it's energy. It's energy, and you don't see it, but it's all metaphysical. And I feel that it goes around, and when you
think it's more psychological than physical.
No, I don't. I have to disagree with you.
You're not disagreeing with me. You're not disagreeing with me. You're disagreeing with the research that I'm providing.
Where'd you get this research from?
They say.
They are all liars.
Still, there's just that. This is their opinions, of course, too. This is, of course, there's still more research that needs to be conducted.
Yeah, that's just, I don't know, personal.
They say it for a reason. I feel that it's all throughout sports, it's always been like that. And
boxers don't do it for like 6 months.
Who? What?
Wow.
Who?
Boxers. If they're prepping for a fight, they don't do it. If you follow, what is his name? The Puerto Rican boxer.
Because they want to be angry.
Yeah, his wife is like really popular on TikTok. She's talked about this before. They won't do it for like 6 months up while he's prepping, and then that's why like she'll make cute TikToks after the fight night. Like,
I got it in.
Yeah, because they won't. So he can build up that testosterone.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's pissed off by the time he fights too.
Yeah.
That's probably why.
Danny Garcia, that's his name. His girlfriend, or his wife, I'm sorry. She's really cute. She's like a TikTok.
Of course, I'm just going by what the researchers are saying.
Cruz, could you 6 months?
He'd be fighting somebody.
Yeah, that's
if I was getting paid like that.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And for some women, they probably really love that too. Like, get a break.
Yeah.
Or they're tired.
6 months though.
Some people
I'm just saying,
I
because
don't know.
some people don't want anything.
I used to think that was long until COVID hit. 6 months ain't shit.
God, 6 days is a lot.
Oh my god! Like, I don't mean to put my boyfriend out. I'm sorry, but like he would say,
well, we like that on
when
this
he's
show.
in season, he'd be like, "I have Angela and something else." He's like, "I have Angela," and I forgot the other name, but it would make me laugh because
Lisa.
it was like, I mean, it's real.
Yes.
Like
That is
But
funny.
I mean, if it's, I think it's the ejaculation that is the release of the energy.
Mm-hmm.
It's not really the sex. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I do believe you're releasing energy. It's not transferred or destroyed. So you're just.
Okie dokie.
I believe that. I can see that for sure.
I can accept your hypothesis.
Oh, I feel a new little thing coming on.
I don't disvalue anybody's opinion. I'm merely stating the research that I've been given.
All right, on that note, we go to question of the day.
The two posh girls ask the question of the day.
If you are dating multiple people, are you also sleeping with multiple people?
Possibly, yes.
No.
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 A possibility.
Well, yeah.
I mean, it depends
But
on
I'm polyamorous,
situation.
so it's okay.
I feel if you're dating multiple people and you're straight up about it, it's okay. It's
Yeah.
when it's deceiving and lying and
For
then
sure.
it's cheating and stuff like that.
Mine all know.
I just feel if you're straight up with somebody and I'm dating multiple people and are you sleeping with them, and if you're straight up and they either accept it or not, then that's their decision.
That's their choice
As
and
long
decision.
as you give them the choice to leave or stay, then I feel it's okay.
That is
Yeah.
true.
I agree.
Yeah. I mean,
I personally don't think I could sleep with multiple
Yeah.
people
I could never
Well,
either.
ever, but that's me. I know Miss Polly is different.
Cruise is different. I bet.
I just feel it's not that I would or have not. I'm just saying, it is
Yeah.
what it is.
Yeah.
If you're
Of course.
going to do it, this
Be
is
honest.
how you
Yeah.
should
Yeah.
approach it.
I think before I got in a relationship, I was dating like multiple people, but there was only certain people or person that I was not only attracted to by hanging out with, but like in bed.
Physically.
But then there's some guys that I like to go see a movie with you and have a drink, but I want to go home after.
Yeah.
Like, so it's like, but they were multiple.
Yeah.
So I don't think I could.
Right.
Spider.
I think I'd be more likely to sleep with multiple people than date multiple people.
I believe that.
I like you, Spider.
Mom.
That's a no.
No.
Sounded so accusatory.
I know.
Mom.
I'm kidding. I already know her answer.
Well, on that note, you guys, thank you so much for
Thank
listening.
you, Alex.
Yes, thanks
Thank
for
you,
having
Alex,
me.
for coming.
I know I had to. I saw the show on TikTok and then I was like, I commented and I was like,
Yeah.
I have to be on it. Like, what?
Give
so
us your
happy.
social media handles.
It's everything is Alex TinyB all together. Alex TinyB as in boy.
On which
She
one
is
are you?
tiny.
Yeah,
Tiny.
Which one are you most active on?
Instagram.
Instagram.
Yeah, Facebook is for like my family, but Instagram and actually I'm banned from Twitter. I don't know why. I think
What?
yeah, they banned me because of my videos, like my dance videos, like
Wow.
music
What?
I've seen
copyright.
straight up porn on Twitter.
Exactly.
Oh my God, yeah.
And I can't get it
Music
back yet,
copyright.
so I'm kind of like upset about it. But
That's,
so
you were used to be big on Twitter.
I had a lot of followers
Yeah.
on Twitter.
Where can people hit you up about auditioning for the school?
Yeah.
So everything is on my Instagram, and then from my Instagram, it'll link you to multiple Instagrams because I have the Fly Girls, I have Lone Stars.
What's
I have,
Fly Girls?
It's a new basketball league in Dallas.
Oh,
It's a semi-pro basketball team. The owner's he's like 28. He's the youngest he's the youngest owner of a sports team. And so they have a game right now. I didn't go because I'm on the podcast, but it's another pro team. I got the job because of Lone Stars because
Wow.
he was like, I need somebody to come in and
Good for you.
revamp the dance team because he had another coach and it just didn't work out. So
I feel
that's
that there's a lot of that. I feel
Yeah.
like there's
Yeah.
a lot. There's so much opportunity for that, and
Yeah.
it's like a niche.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's
I feel
It
like
is.
you might get a lot of these phone calls. Come
Yeah.
fix our team.
yeah.
But
I mean, I
it's
love doing
hard.
that though. Like
It's
it's
not
just like
easy,
cleaning
though.
routines. I get
Yeah.
like it feels good.
best.
It's like cleaning dances to me
Yeah.
and cleaning like teams
Making
and
it perfect.
whipping them into shape is like it gets me like
So satisfying.
yeah, it's satisfying.
Yeah.
Oddly satisfying.
Mm-hmm.
But so on my
Consultant.
Instagram, you can link to everything and get all the information from teams and tryouts and auditions for company and music videos and everything. Everything.
There you go.
All right. So everyone follow Alex TinyB and all her social media accounts.
Except Twitter.
Twitter.
She'll get it back.
I was going to
And-
say Titter. Twitter.
And then follow our show on all our social media as well. And like Marcel said earlier, leave us messages, subscribe, and
Follow.
Tell us what you
Follow.
think.
Yes. Send us a message if you want to be on our show.
yes.
Anything.
Thank you for
Might be
listening,
a
everyone.
minute, but we need sponsors.
Oh,
Yeah.
we are interviewing sponsors at this time, actually.
Yeah.
We're working on our new updated press kit that we are going to send out to people that are interested as well as companies, and we're going to audition because we have a lot of possibilities that we can work on.
I want to get the stuff that fits.
Send me anything.
Yes, we want to be like
Anything
these
you
are.
guys need merch, I'll wear it. Texas Live, I'll wear it. I always make so just anything.
Yeah, I
can
think
do.
the deal about sponsors is also like we wanted to wait for the perfect opportunity. I didn't want to take sponsors when I didn't think the show was perfect. I think it's gotten better and better. So we have a lot to offer. Everyone knows we're here to stay. We're not going anywhere. We're not pot fading, which is a thing. And these new sponsors will be actually founding sponsors, which their prices will not change. So that is
Excited
nice.
about that.
Yes. So
Congratulations.
Great.
I know, because you
Thank
guys were on a TikTok, but like it wasn't even me because I follow you. It was just like you guys just popped up.
I will tell you that is all her
So
doing all of that
Thank
work.
you.
and then I was like
doing all
watching
the
it and
work.
I was like into it, and then
Yeah.
I realized I was like, oh, I know these girls. So
Right?
yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love that. I love hearing that.
So that's good.
TikTok is
Well,
tough.
I love that. I love that people here know about us. That's
Yes.
exciting
Yeah.
to me.
Very
So she went
exciting.
somewhere and she said she was doing the podcast and they were like, what podcast? And she said, Two Posh. And they were like, oh my God, you're Party with Miss Polly. Like, you're Miss Polly.
You need party
Yeah.
with Miss Polly shirt.
Yeah.
Yes. So
Yay!
thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yay.